Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Spicy Coding Academy, where I take you through the JavaScript algorithms and data structures on FreeCodeCamp. Tonight we will be covering profile lookup, where we got this fancy dancy array of objects, which is just a fancy way of saying, hey, inside this array we got objects. And it goes down there, and we are going to go line by line to describe and show how to do this coding challenge. So a lookup profile function that takes a name and a property, prop, as arguments has been pre-written for you. So as you can see, we got the name and the property. Name on this side and then the property on the other side. The function should check if name is an actual context first name and the given property, prop, is a property that of the context. If both are true, then return the value of that property. So remember, this is the value, and we're going to see if it's going to return it. So if name does not correspond to any context, then return the string no such context. If prop does not correspond to any valid properties of context found to match name, then return the string no such property. If both are true, then return the value of that property. Value, right here, of that property. Look at that. So, let's go and do this one by one. I did the liberty of also already doing this. So, we're going to go line by line. So, we got the function lookup profile name. Oh, shit. And property. And what we want to do is we want to iterate through and make sure it is for each one, not just some, each one. So what do you think we're going to do? In the past, we've used this multiple times. I'll give you a little hint. Starts with an F, ends with an R. Okay, if you guess for loop, you are correctamundo. It's going to be let x equal 0 because we got to start at a base. X is less than context.length x plus plus. It's context.length because this is the array of objects that we want to cover, and it's I plus x plus plus because we want to go and iterate. We want to iterate one by one. That's what the x plus plus does. So if context, the array of objects, and this is just a little iterator for us, it's just a placeholder, dot first name equals name. Remember, this is a strict operator, meaning it has to equal it exactly. So if it equals the name of that, whatever the person puts in for here, if it equals whatever is in one of these, then that means also we got another if statement. So we got two stacked up. And then if context x dot has property with the prop in it, which means, remember, we're checking name and prop, and if it has it, this little function right here checks to see if it is true. If it is true, then it returns it. If it is false, it'll tell you. If both of these are true, return context x prop. So it essentially says return that context with the name and the property. Because remember, it says return the value of that property. If both are true, then return the value of that property. So what's the value of the property? Well, context x property. And then else return no such property. So if name does not correspond to any context, then return the string no such context. If prop does not correspond to any value properties of a context found to match name, then return the string no such property. So if you see right here, return no such property, that is if no property is found. So up here, this if statement, if it returns false, okay, we know no such context. It looks a little weird, but you just gotta follow it. You gotta follow little dinkers. I don't even know what dinkers mean. Oh, hamburger. So that is essentially how we're doing it. So for this if statement, If contact has property, return context, else return no property. This one, we want to make sure it's staggered, because let's say if we put this hypothetically, let's just say we put it here. That's not going to work. You know why? Because there's two return statements. So that's why we have it down there. And then let's say we were to take this and we were to place it right here. That's also not going to work. You know why? Because it gets rid of all of this code. Now this code won't run because it's already returning. We have to check each condition. That's why a return statement is put after each condition, is so that you can check to make sure each one corresponds to the correct one. And when we do it, boom, look at that, 100%. So if you like that, enjoy it. If you have any questions, please put them below. As you can see, all of our conditions are correctamundo. Lookup profile, Kristen last name should return the string Voss. Let's see, Kristen, let's find Kristen. Should turn the last name, which is Voss, which it does. And then if it isn't, like Bob number, should be no such contact, which there is no Bob. So there is no such contact. Alrighty, well, that's the rest for today. If you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up. If not, don't worry. We have dinkers to eat after this. Alright, enjoy some dinkers bar. It looks pretty yummy. Yum.